Welcome new and old friends. My name is 242, and today, 2 got us 5 Glitch in the Matrix stories. And she seems to have enjoyed the clap so much that she got dark little voices to join us to tell these tales. So, turn off your lights, make sure your doors and windows are locked. Things are about to get spooky. "I'd kill for ya," she said, kissing him. "I have killed for you," he thought. I think I died in a parallel universe. By insert human. This happened 2 months ago, and I don't know what to think. I was going to school with my brother, and he locked the door to our flat. The way our building was built, there was a lot of space to hide, and I walked around the corner to hide so I could scare him. Then I noticed something. My neighbor's power box, or whatever you call it, had a weird texture. I don't know how to describe it, it's just weird. I went to touch it, then I was 50 meters outside my apartment building, and my brother was talking to me about something. I went to school and forgot about the experience. Then I stumbled across this subreddit and thought I would share it. I believe in the quantum immortality theory, so I think I died and my mind continued in a parallel universe where I survived. "Aren't you scared of the serial killer on the loose?" my passenger asked me, just as I noticed the knife in his pocket. "Well," I said, slowly reaching for mine, "don't forget the one that never gets caught." My backpack teleported, plus a witness, by BanTheDoctorMains.
For context, if you walk into my room, you'll see my bed plus desk on the left side of my room, a long heater and small bookshelf on the wall in front of you, and a dresser and desk on the right side of the room. Now, this event happened on a Tuesday, but on Monday I came home from work and put some groceries away and put my backpack down in the living room by the dining room table, and went to take the trash out, shower, and then go to bed. So Tuesday night I'm hanging out with my roommate, and she suggests we go smoke some weed. We head over to my room and she sits on my bed facing the wall that my heater is on, basically kinda in the middle of the room. I forgot my lighter, so I went to the living room to grab it and come back. I then started opening a package that contained a longer Ethernet cable, and she says she needed to pee before we start smoking. I unplugged the smaller Ethernet cable out of my router and PC while she comes back in and sits in the same spot. I show her my new cable and she points at my heater. Again, she has a full view of most of my room, especially the middle, and mentions something about the heater and cable. Forget exactly what she said. I then plug the cable into my router and PC and then go under my desk to move my PC back into place. As I come back up and turn around, my backpack is sitting in the middle of my room. I thought, that's weird. Why would she bring my backpack in here? And then said, where did that come from? She looks down and is in just as much shock as I am because she would have seen it when she pointed to my heater. We kind of freaked out about it for a second, but tried to forget about it. Super weird.
Our town has a strict curfew at midnight, and all new residents are required to put up a scarecrow in their front yard as soon as they move in. Oddly enough, That's the only thing that deters it from snatching people in their sleep. Pic of myself sleeping? By Hannah Holographic Tabana. I live alone with my cat. The other day, I was going through my photos and I found one picture I don't remember saving or taking. It's a picture of me asleep, fast asleep. I can tell because my mouth is open, so I was knocked out. But I don't know when it was taken or if it was taken recently. It's obvious the photo was taken in my room, but I have no recollection of sleeping with anyone. My boyfriend has been out of town, and when we first started seeing each other, I only slept at his house, and this photo was taken in my room. This really creeped me out because I sleep with all my doors double locked. I have bars on all my windows, and the only person with an extra key is my mother, who is 2 states away. I have no idea how or when this photo was taken. I'm sure I didn't accidentally roll on my phone and take a photo because the camera angle looks kind of like an aerial shot. I still have it in my camera roll and it makes me super uncomfortable. The only logical explanation I can think of is an intruder taking it, but there really is no way. I'm not in denial because of the fear. There is literally no way anyone could have taken it, and I have no idea how it got there. Creepy edit. I do not feel comfortable posting a picture of me sleeping. But in the comments below, I gave the best description. My arms/hands are visible, and the picture looks like it was taken from standing at the foot of my bed. Y'all could be right about a prank or a friend taking it, but the whole point of this post that I seriously doubt any of my friends took it. I don't have sleepovers, roommates, sexual partners, or anyone that would have taken it. She always had just the most beautiful blue eyes. Her collection beats mine out by far. I popped out of time, I guess? By Nerdy Teacher 1. The experience I'm about to describe happens quite a lot to me, but I'll focus on one specific event from earlier this year. Since my teenage years, I thought I had these long, drawn-out periods of time when I simply turned off. It used to happen when I was alone and understimulated. I have Asperger's, by the way. And I didn't realize it happened until it was over. I'll just suddenly look around and see that many hours have gone by without me noticing. Given my condition, I never put much thought into it, since I have always just regarded it as me spacing out or something of the sort. It doesn't seem like a glitch, right? Lately though, it's been a little more aggressive. Happens even when I'm doing stuff. And the worst way this has happened started last year. I'll be doing something simple, like watching a video, film, listening to music, or whatever. And I'll just suddenly realize when the film is over, music has stopped, etc., that hours have passed. Many more hours than the album/film/video's length. But since it's only happening when I'm alone, I still didn't think much of it. Until this day, when my wife was there, I was watching a YouTube video on my laptop. It was about 45 minutes long. Right at the beginning of the video, I got up from the sofa and told her I was going to use the bathroom and then I would take a bath. This was around 7 p.m. I took my laptop with me and sat there doing my business while watching the video. It always takes me a longer time than most people to use the bathroom, over half an hour. So she was used to me being in there for a while. It just so happens that around 35 minutes into the video/into the bathroom, she was knocking on the door. I thought she wanted to use it, so I told her I wouldn't be long, to which she responded, You already have, come on. And I was like, what? She insisted, come on, you've been in there well over 2 hours, what are you doing? At first, I thought she was exaggerating the time, as she often does, and I looked at the clock on the taskbar, 7:43 p.m. I closed the lid and proceeded to flush and prepare for a bath. She still insisted I had been in there for over 2 hours, to which I kept telling her to stop exaggerating. But when I opened the door and reached for my phone, it was 9:27 p.m. The 45-minute long video wasn't over yet. I was sure, once again, that not that much time had passed, but all the clocks showed the same time. Except my laptop. I told her that it was impossible and explained what just happened, and told her to get my laptop and look at the time it was showing. She did. It was 9:28. I couldn't believe what I saw on the lock screen. I was visibly shaken and she got a little worried. I explained to her again what had just happened and she didn't make much of it. She said I probably spaced out, maybe paused the video, maybe I got the time wrong when I looked, but none of that was true. And this episode was a confirmation I always needed that something is off in my time perception, or even in my relation to time as a whole. I was a little reluctant about posting this, but, well, here it is. Edit motivated by a comment. When it began, many years ago, I thought it was me just spacing out, but more recently, I've come to think that it's not the case, but actually a different time flow because of the way it happens and how aware of it I am. Maybe I didn't express myself so well. Sorry. "3 more to go," said my toddler after singing me happy birthday. I thought nothing of it until she said, 2 more to go the year after. Time glitch? Something weird happened to my brother and I tonight. By Thrashem.
Tonight, I believe my brother and I somehow got into a time loop, or deja vu. Something odd and nothing feels right anymore. My brother, 13, and myself, 25, were in the car waiting for our family to be done at Walmart. It's about 9:40-ish. We think nothing of waiting and just talking to pass the time, as my brother tells me about school from his 6th grade adventures. Mainly about weird kids in class. Keep in mind we are in the back seat of a truck and are in the parking lot of Walmart. Looking to the right as I'm seated on that side, I see a man wearing a dirty white shirt, running with his daughter as they wail and holler and laugh. Seeing this, my brother and I both laugh, because it was kind of funny to watch. On the left of the truck, on my brother's side, is a blue car. A man is packing that car, but taking forever. So we go back to talking. About 2 minutes later, a group of 3 girls walk by the truck, laughing and saying random banter that I can't quite remember. Something along the lines of someone being so funny. They get in the car dialogue to the truck and laugh before pulling out and leaving. My brother notices the blue car guy finally leaving as well moments later. He commented with saying, "Finally." Here's the weird part. After we talk a little bit more and laugh with each other, suddenly we hear a familiar wail. I turn to the right, and it was the same dirty white shirt guy running the same path with the same daughter laughing. I said deja vu out loud and felt a little weird. That feeling of what in the world? My brother laughed a bit thinking I was memeing, till he looked and notice the blue car guy packing again. We pay no mind, thinking maybe he forgot something, and go about talking again till we hear the laugh of the three girls. They load up and pass our windows again, getting in the car dialogue of us. Same outfits, same being so funny. By now, my brother and I are looking at each other. I mention it's weird, and why is that guy running the same path twice? My brother says maybe he forgot something in the store. I shake it off, and I look at my dying phone at 2% charge, and we note the time 9:50. My phone dies trying to load up YouTube, and we laugh and talk. My brother takes his switch after some time and notes the time is still 9:50. We were talking for at least a good 5 minutes. We think it's weird, getting a little nervous, but distract each other with jokes. About what feels like 2 to 3 minutes later, the same white shirt guy and daughter run out the store wailing and laughing. We see it, and now we're worried. Turn to the left, and the blue car is still packing. My brother comments, "Maybe we are in a time loop like you said." Then the girls come out and go to their car again. This time, we do something different. We watch this white shirt guy load up his daughter in his van and talk to the driver for a bit before getting in and pulling out. I was curious to see if they actually left this time. The girls leave, and finally the blue car. My brother states, if it happens again, we go in the store. We feel like it's been ages waiting till we see our family leave the store and come to the car. They don't believe us, only our father who likes to read about theories, and then we make a note of the time, 9:55 p.m. How did all that happen? How did we see the same people 3 times doing the same thing 3 times? We aren't tired, and we both witnessed the same events, and both are in agreement. Our family says they felt strange in the store, but leave it at that. What happened to us? It's been on my mind. Were we in a time loop? Any answers help. Thanks for reading.
When I entered our house, I saw myself holding a knife full of blood and a body on the floor. I ran towards him, snatching the knife he was holding, and stabbed him, and when I looked at the door, I was there. I went missing for 2 hours at my intern workplace. By unidentified OP. So it's my second day there, but I have found the basic needed facilities, like the toilet, staircase, lift, emergency exits, and so on. For the level I'm on, the toilet is one way, so there is a corner you turn to get to the toilets. At this corner, there is a camera that points away from the door. So if you have to go to the toilet, you would naturally pass by the camera twice. I got to the office, set down my things, and went to use the toilet. I finished my business and headed back to the office, where I see my supervisor and the other person I'm supposed to be shadowing. The rest of the people in the team were also staring over my stuff, talking and looking concerned. When I entered, one of my friends, who was also an intern at this place, saw me and honestly said, "She's back," with so much relief. I looked very confused and said I just went to the toilet. My supervisor just said,
You were in the toilet for 2 hours?
I was like, "What? No, I was in there for 10 minutes max."
Yeah, where have you been?
We all thought you were missing.
What? I just got here and went to the toilet. Did no one go and check the toilet?
We did, but no one was inside it.
What?
Well, at least you're okay. Back to work.
I was still confused, but brushed it off. During some free time in between tasks, I went to the security office and asked to see the camera footage of the toilet on my level. He showed me, and I saw I had only passed the camera 2 times, and in between them, I saw one of my colleagues go into the toilet and come out a few minutes apart. I thanked the officer and went about my work. So yeah, I disappeared for 2 hours in my workplace toilet that only had 1 entrance and 1 exit. Edit number 1. There are so many comments asking if this was the first time. Sadly, this isn't the first time. It's happened almost once every semester on campus. The longest I disappeared for is like 8 to 10 hours. My friend is well aware of it. I've had medical screenings done and psychological evaluations, but everything seems normal. The toilet also has 3 stalls, but my coworker swears she opened all 3. Edit number 2. Thanks for all the awards. People have been asking for more detail about the camera footage, so I'm not able to get a copy of it due to actual security issues, but here's some of the details about it. The video is timestamped with the time and hours it has been recorded. I went in at 8 hours 34 minutes and came out at 10 hours and 30 minutes. My colleague went in at 9 hours 1 minute and came out at 9 hours 8 minutes. The camera caught both of us going in and coming out. I did ask if they could check the rest of the cameras along the corridor from the toilet. They did, and it all showed I was missing for 2 hours. I specifically checked the camera in front of the office door that looked partially into the office and the corridor outside. The camera did see me walk through the corridor to the toilet and back from it. The only thing odd was that the camera kind of shifted a bit for a few seconds to a minute, like it kind of glitched. It was at the 9 hours and 12 minute mark. But there's no way I could have exited the toilet and walked back to it without the other camera at the office door catching me. Or for the fact that I could have gone out past the office or walked around and went back into the toilet in about a minute. I saw a picture of myself on the news, a little boy said gleefully to the woman gripping his hand, who stopped. With tears in their eyes, Death simply smiled and patted his head, leading him into the beyond. I do hope you enjoyed these stories. If you did, hit that like button and make sure it feels it. If you're new, subscribe and turn that pretty little bell to all notifications. I'd like to thank Dark Little Voices for joining me today. If you'd like to check them out, their links to their channel will be down below. I also wanted to say that we're over 500 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. That's amazing. Now, I would love a comment, but we gotta get you that Sunday word first. So let's go through with what I got last week. On screen right now are all the entries for the Sunday word from last week. Thank you, everyone. It essentially was the best. And if you're on the podcast, I will have it posted on Twitter as well, so you can see them. Now, let's move on to this Sunday word, which is aspect. A-S-P-E-C-T. Which means a particular part or feature of something, or a position of a building or a thing in a specific direction. So, if you're on YouTube, write me a sentence down below using this word. If you're on the podcast, go to my Twitter, @me, and write a sentence using this word. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. It really means the world to me. Sleep tight and don't let 42 bite.